Well, today is September 6th, Wednesday. I'm working on the truck again, mainly the main cab. Get the cab mounts off, steering box getting prepped, and a few more wires to go. And then pedals and shifters. So, working on that right now. Truck's all washed, beds off. Wasn't too hard. I actually just probably cut every single bolt off. It's pretty easy. Frame looks good, washed it. Again, that little common spot when the frame gets bad. This side's like no damage at all, so that's good. But that side needs some better repair. And it still has a slight twist in the frame. Yeah. A universal joint is shot. Those bearings are like bad. I have a new universal joint over there. I'll put that on once this axle is fixed. And let's talk about a few more things on the deal here. Am I going to do a diesel conversion? Am I doing a K5 Chevy 350, or am I just leaving the truck stock? And I'm going to listen to Dad on this. Listen to him for once in a while, but we're going to leave the truck stock for two reasons. The motor is well rebuilt. I know the history on this motor. It runs well. I've done 60 miles per hour, just the clutch went bad. It's leaking oil. So replace the seal, replace that clutch, machine the flywheel, my T casings are built, and enjoy the truck. New suspension and a few other things, but enjoy the truck as is. So I can get back on the road before winter hits. So that's the plan we're doing here. So we already cleaned the chassis up. We are going to fix the motor, fix the trans, fix the T case, fix the rear axle, new suspension, Bilstein shocks, new front leaf springs. We may do a spring over on the suspension, so more height because the tires are rubbing the front and give it a nice little more boss stance. So it might happen. The front drive shaft won't be affected. It's pretty level right now, so a little bit more higher. It's okay with me. The back end's more concerning, but we'll figure that out if it's okay or not. So it's that to figure out. And so yeah, that's that. I still will do a diesel conversion to a Kubota. I've chosen not to do TDI at all. Just two main variables. I'm going to go with Kubota 2203 in the long term, but I need to find a motor. Again, it's been a week since the clutch went. It's like I've been looking for a 2203 diesel motor and coming up empty. Can't find nothing. I found one, but very old. The guy has no history on it. Like I want some history in the motor or hours on it. So pass on that one, a bit too high anyway. Another one down by Harrisburg, the guy wants it for, say, $500 for it because I was caught on fire in a mini skid steer Bobcat. I don't want one on fire. It needs rebuilt, so that's a pass. And then there's a guy in Michigan selling for $1,100 out of reefer trailers, which is probably the best deal I've found, but it's a bit of a drive, but it's not too bad of a drive. But with a motor, I got to haul a trailer, which means a distance and not a trailer. I don't really want to, and money is still kind of tight. Making money. I've got a bonus coming in, got unemployment coming in, so I got money to play with, and I'm selling stuff, so we can, but I'm gonna hold off. The plan is to get this truck, keep it stock, fix what needs fixed, paint the frame, do everything I want to do with it, and enjoy it. So between like Christmas time and whenever I find a motor, find the motor. You can buy the adapter kit, you can buy the turbo conversion, you can buy all that stuff with a click of the button. Any day you want to buy it, buy it. But finding the motor is the challenge here. So pretty much the truck running and all. Find a motor between Christmas time and whenever I find a motor for a score, pick it up, buy it, hold on to it, put on a pallet, store it for a while. Now whenever I had $3,500, go buy that kit. That way all included. All right, time to do it. Let's say next winter, then we'll do the conversion. So that's the plan we're doing. The Chevy 350, I still like to do it. Pretty overkill, but trying to mount your body to a different chassis a challenge. And the Dad says the 350 is not like an LS. It's cast iron block, pretty heavy. Well, Dad, the chassis, the motor, the 350s, the tranny to the T case, the axles, the leaf springs can handle that weight. It's made for it itself. It's off of a Blazer. We're just putting our body on it. So I had that argument there, but still I was like, well, I have all new brakes on this truck. I know the history on the truck. I'm going to leave it the way it is. So we're leaving it stock. I still have not ordered any parts for it because I don't want to right away. I want to wait till the cab's off, pull the motor off, inspect the clutch, then order parts. Well, still doing this option, I still need to get new front leaf springs or better used ones and a few other parts. And so I messaged the guy in Mentor, Ohio. He's got a few parts from off his wagon for sale. I bought his doors off him and a few other parts from him for $200 total. I scored, got what I wanted, I'm happy, but I know he had leaf springs, axles, chassis, 2 motors, L heads, 2 transmissions, T cases, leaf springs, all extra. And like original Facebook listing said $2,500 for everything. I paid $200 for the parts I wanted, I'm happy, but there's leaf springs, and I'll take the axles, a few spare parts. And I was like, how much for everything? What's remaining? $3,000. Like, you just want above your asking price originally. Plus, I bought stuff from you already. It's like, I don't like this already. Whatever. I just passed on this deal. Then I know of a 1961. It says 61, but I think it's older, based off the fenders. But it's a Willys Wagon from 61. It's got a Super Hurricane flathead in it, which also tells me it's early production. Whatever. And they want $2,000 for this wagon. It's sitting on a farm in Greenville, PA, about an hour away. And $2,000, it's a bit overpriced, a bit rusted. It's got a title to it, but a bit rusted. I mean, the whole cab, the whole wagon needs replaced. The chassis looks a bit sketch. It's got wagon wheels on it, which I like. I like the wagon wheels, 15x8s. But yeah, it's that. But it's missing the grill, the nice piece of the grill. It's missing. Sucks for artwork. But kept watching it, and it dropped down to $500 from $2,000. $500 or best offer. So like, all right, I'll pop on here because a wagon and a truck share some parts. The leaf springs they can share. The axles, the steering piece. Off the steer box comes down across, and then what goes this way, the little piece that moves, it's expensive to buy a replacement. Nice to have a spare for the trail. So that alone's like $50. Leaf springs I value $100 for the pair being used. So there's $150, or almost to the point of $500. I messaged and gave information and stuff, and it seems like they bought the property, or a family person. Next generation didn't care less about it. We just want it to be bought property. Oh, the Jeep, it's worth $2,000. I guess not. That's why it's $500. And at $500, still can't find buyers. Someone else has offered $350, but seemed to not have the money to pay for it. So it's been a while. And they said, oh, next week they'll pick it up, maybe. But first come, first serve. And she says, come by Friday or Saturday this weekend and pick it up for $350. So first come, first serve. It's like, all right, deal. I have a trailer, I have a truck, I got winch, I can winch it on. Like, does it have flat tires? I just got one off the bead. Or I'll bring two extra wheels put on, farm jack, all laid out, all prepped to go. Here's the money, I'm ready. So we're buying the wagon for spare parts. So getting parts I need, and what I don't need is the body. The chassis is kind of sketch, but it's also giving me a second idea. If I can get that Super Hurricane running, then I have a spare motor off that chassis. So it has a title, but it's not in her name and such, so I don't really care about the title. I always put the plate off this on the wagon to drive it legally. DOT won't really see a difference. Just says antique on it, not truck. But so yeah, there's the plan. So yeah, pull what I need, enjoy it, and let it sit in the woods. So I need parts more off of it. If not, it's gonna sit there, and I have an idea for it. If I get the Hurricane running on that one, the flathead, or I could sell a Super Hurricane, and either I build a buggy out of it for the bash on the trails, but the wagon's pretty huge. Or we do a rat rod, which I always want to do, and a wagon's a nice build off. Leave a patina, leave it rustic, just get what it needs running. Now the catch is also, in my family, I'm hearing someone's got a Chevy S10. I don't know what year it is, don't know what it is, but it's probably two-wheel drive, IFS front. What if I just do a chassis swap on the wagon? Which is more common to do for a wagon. So it's like body on an S10, get everything working, done, nice drivetrain, two-wheel drive, rat rod. The fenders on it, on that wagon, are nice. I'll probably steal for the truck here for some better ones. Grill's missing, which sucks, but I can always find one or make one or something. Rod like, or put a CJ grill on the front for all I care. And hoods, it has a hood on it. So I think that's the plan for that Jeep. If we go that route with the wagon, pull what I need and the remaining parts, rod to an S10 chassis. That's that plan. And then also it's got a rear axle on it. I don't know, someone told me it's not gonna work, but if I could find that wagon axle and fits the rear on this one, I don't have to fix my axles. Because back here, these need replaced because this is so much up because of that issue. So if I can just pop the U-bolts off, put this other axle on, I guess swap the brakes too, fixed, done. Don't have to take these off and weld it, and that's the plan there. I would like to also do a spring over conversion, get more ride height out of it for fun. And with the drive shafts, everything seems to be pretty level right now, so some angle down is not bad, I guess. Do a spring over for the truck, better look, and more suspension flex. So that's the plan there. Yeah. Get leaf springs finally for this truck. Anyway, there's that. And just now I just sold some parts and traded some parts and got some free stuff. And so I just picked up a YJ grill. I got that for free. And then over here, none of these are Jeep wheels, sadly. But they're all sets, so I can sell them separately on Marketplace. We got American Racing, and we got some Jackmans. Oh, Jackmans are 6-lug. So we got some Jackman wheels, but they're 6-lug, which I can't use on a Jeep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing tire, I'll just scrap that. Got a trailer wheel, spare, scrap it, whatever. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 American Racing wheels. It needs repainted or re-chromed or whatever, but they're nice aluminum wheels. And you got 3 center caps, one's missing. Worst case, I could sell the center caps on eBay and then the wheels to someone else, but it's not a bad deal. They're all free. I can make $50 off them all or $100 a set deal. So I'm not gonna take the tires off. That's your problem. That's like $5 per tire to take off at my friend's shop. It's pretty cheap, but I'm not gonna invest money to sell as is. Anyway, so that tire I'll give away for free. That one I'll give away for free, but the rest I'm gonna try to sell. So I got these for free from the guy that had the grill. And the grill guy, he had a AMC J10. I knew who he bought it from. And he needs new headlight bezels and buckets. And so I sold those for him. Yeah, he gave me a good deal on the wheels and such. How about, I think I said $20 for the bezels. And I think I said 40 for the buckets. And one had a light bulb in it. So I sold those to him. And I got a grill out of the deal. And the grill came with the small marker lights and the plastic piece too. And so for me, my wagon could use this. It's gonna look weird on a wagon, but hey, it's different. Might work for a wagon, the hood may not, but that's an option for the wagon or artwork for the yard. I don't hang grills in the shop anymore, just it's annoying to hang stuff. So I got that. So yeah, that's enough for this today's update. So I have cab mounts to do, we got shifters to do, pedals to do. A few more wires to do on this main harness right here. Take those off. And then the steering box is going to go with the cab. Makes life easier. So I can knock that nut off and knock those 3 bolts out. Pop it that way. The muffler might be in the way. We'll see. Exhaust. And then we'll try to pull it through and hopefully it's holding in place. Well, that's going to be a challenge actually. That shaft popping through. I'll figure it out. So, alrighty, I'm gonna get to work. So, thanks for watching on today's update on the teardown. and possible new deal. All right, bye.